Hello, my name is Ellis Owens, but everyone knows me by my Air Force call sign, which is Clark Kent 434. And today, guys, this is a continuation of the Expeditionary DLC. It's kind of a first look. I know I was it was one day off. I was hoping to get this uploaded yesterday, but I've been getting ready for Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day weekend has always seemed to be one of my most busiest holidays, almost more busier than Christmas. Last year we had 12 people staying at my house, guests, and it's a tradition with my wife to have for them to go to the Indianapolis 500. We live near around Indianapolis, me and her do, and they've been doing it for her grandparents started it, and her parents have continued it, even though her grandparents have passed away. And they've been doing it for how long? I don't know. At least 10 years, 15, maybe even 20. It's been a long time that they've been doing it, and I know that they've been doing this. So, and we have friends and family from her side, and so it's just been really crazy. So. But I know it kind of delays me because we're right now trying to get the house ready, make sure it's all cleaned. We have the dog, which is starting. What is he? He just started. I'm lost for words for right now because there's a lot I've been trying to do with the house. We're doing the dog. He's been doing obedience training and everything, and we've been trying to follow with him. And I've been struggling with him trying to do the obedience training. There's a lot of commands I gotta learn. I gotta make sure I don't get him mixed up. I've been getting him mixed up, so sorry about the little bit of delay. But anyways, to the gameplay. This is Swampland, and this was actually the first map that I played the new DLC. I was a little bit interested how this map would lay out when I first was wanted to, get my hands on it, because I was kind of interested in how they put the foliage and everything with the the plants and the trees and stuff. The trees look like to be tall, like sequoia trees or something, and I wanted to see how they would actually lay this map all out. And this pot actually jukes me. I thought he was above me. He's below. But because I actually had played Crisis games, all of them, 1, 2, and 3, and they have got a lot of good jungle maps. Their jungle maps are very diverse, got a lot of foliage, a lot of shading, a lot of very good, intense jungle scenes, which makes it very, very hard to actually kind of play and find players in. And it's very good to use cloak, at least on Crisis in the jungle maps. And so I was curious how this map would lay out. Would cloak be very beneficial or not? And come to find out, it is. And here's the tower. This is actually a little sniper tower. You can scale this. There's little edges where your pilot can grab onto. You can get up here. I find snipers like to get up here, but they don't launch their backs. You see all the kind of bird stains with the white. It's very cool how they integrate that. But yeah, I was very shocked when I started playing this, how it all work out, and it actually worked out pretty good. They put a good amount of foliage. There's a large amount of trees. There's these pipelines kind of going through. So one end you kind of got this industrial, maybe fuel refinery system. I don't know, because this is futuristic, if it's refining fuel or some type of ore. And then you have, all this foliage, and then towards the other side you have kind of this brick ruin stuff of some ancient origins, and you get that tower I just took the sniper out of, and it really works all very well together. Now, there isn't much roping or cording that you can zip line on. I wish there was more. There's only one, actually, so I think it would be more beneficial, but I think overall the map works very, very well. It works function well on the game types. I've played all the game types on this map, and so far they seem all to be balanced. As I mentioned on the other game, on the which one was it? It wasn't Runoff. Yeah, it was Runoff. It felt like Capture the Flag was actually unbalanced. It was I understand that all maps can't be balanced, but that one felt really unbalanced in Capture the Flag, and that was just my viewpoint. But you know, that's just like I said, that was my viewpoint. This one feels very, very well done. The ruins are really, really good. I like how they're done and everything. They kind of give you the sometimes with the trees and the foliage, they're very similar to Runoff. You can have these underground passageways and stuff that you can run underneath, and that Titans don't always see, and it makes very Activision becomes the Echo Activision with which was my favorite tactical ability for my pilot, becomes very useful, because then you can find pilots and stuff, you know, when they're hidden and stuff, you know, and when they're, you know, trying to hide and stuff like that sniper I found up on that tall ruin of the pillar. You know, he was way up there, and I turned on my Echo Vision, and I found him way up there, and I found that with all these ruins and stuff, it's very interesting that you'll find all of them. But you know, this map with a large amount of foliage, Cloak I have found to be extremely beneficial. Cloak a lot of times I feel like is actually not that great in the game mode itself. I feel like it's actually weak. I do know I find less and less people to use it, but Cloak kind of has a advantage disadvantage. It's very good against Spectres and Grunts and Titans, but when compared to pilots, it's very noticeable. It kind of has a white opaquish look and feel, but when for some reason when you're in your Titan, it changes the color from white opaquish to a clear. There's some type of actual setting. I don't know what the setting is, but it changes the way you look at it. I don't know how it does it, but it's in the coding. So when you see someone that's actually cloaked in your Titan, you're going to see him as clear, as opposed to a pilot, you're going to see him kind of a white opaquish. So there's still, you know, you're still not going to see the colors, but they're still going to kind of sometimes stand out. But for some reason, with the foliage and all the trees, and there's kind of this mist, you kind of look off. Anytime you look off in the distance, you kind of get this mist of a feel. You know, it kind of helps the cloaking ability of, you know, of a pilot when using it, and I find that to be very beneficial. So I think this map is something to really use Cloak on. That compared to most maps, I wouldn't recommend Cloak on or even use Cloak, and this is a fail. I was going to go in, dash in, and nuclear eject, and sometimes I fail. So, but so yeah, so I for some reason don't really recommend. I recommend Cloak on this map more than others because of the way it's just the way the background and the feel of it. So, but you know, that's just my personal just what I've experienced, and you might notice the same. Some of you might disagree and think Cloak is actually useful, but I actually feel like it's not that great useful. It's, you know, it can only be used on. And this guy come up here and sniped again. I don't know why he didn't learn his lesson. And I'm gonna pick him off in a second. I'm gonna find him sniping on the refinery rig. But yeah. So like I said, so it's just really up to the two playing styles I think are, like I said, most beneficial are probably Activision and Cloak. But overall, the map I feel like is a really good, solid map. It's really well built. There really isn't one. There isn't one thing that I don't like over and dislike over another. I think they really did well. I would have liked to see more zipline cords. There's only one really, and it goes to a platform. But you know, that's just that's a personal preference, but you know, it might have not fit in with the layout of all the jungles and the trees. They've done a very good job of this one. I feel like this map actually has more detail than some of the other maps that we've actually seen with the game launch. But you know, that's just what my feel is. Other than that, I mean, the map, I have nothing wrong with Swampland. I think it's a great map. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to see other maps and stuff, and you know, that's all I gotta say about it. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, like if you do, dislike if you don't. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think of some of the stuff I said, even about Cloak and using the Activision. I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna let this play out. The gameplay is almost over, and yeah, we're finishing up right now. And I'll catch you guys later. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.